Hello and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. In the last episode, we had just crossed the Strait of Georgia and spent a couple days in Nanaimo, parked right in front of Newcastle Island. So just a quick note about this next shot. Just outside of Nanaimo is an area called Dodd Narrows, and that's a little gap in the land where the changing tides push a lot of water through there, so it creates a pretty big current. And the only time boats can safely pass through this is at slack tide. So boats will kind of be parked and waiting, and that's where we pick up there. So we're leaving Nanaimo now after 2 nights there.
We got 2 runs in though on our favorite course, which was on Newcastle Island.
Yeah, Newcastle Island, just outside of Nanaimo, is like the best park. Good anchorage, cheap dock, and just an awesome park.
Right next to the Dinghy Dock Pub.
Dodd Narrows. We showed up here early, and you can see the parade of boats coming out now. So they are catching the last of the tide going that way, and then once the tide shifts, we'll ride that down. Well, we made it through Dodd Narrows. That was our last gate. You can really tell fall is setting in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 little white boats in a row. So all those shots were taken on this line here. This is about 28 nautical miles, which took us about 6.5 hours. And is winding through some pretty cool islands, and this is all the Trincomalee Channel. I'm probably butchering that. But we stopped in Montegue Harbor for the night, which is a really popular place for boats in the summertime because it's really a nice little spot. It wasn't so crowded because we were there in the fall, but still nice place. And then we'll kind of wind our way through these islands that has a lot of ferry traffic, and just it's a very, very trafficked area. And we will spend the night in Sidney Spit. Back in Montegue Harbor, a nice sunset. Having my morning coffee. There's a plane going by. There it goes. The following morning, we left Sidney Spit just as some weather was rolling in, and the conditions were such that the wind was going in the opposite direction that the tide was going, and that causes waves to stack up, and that's what we found ourselves in. Fall weather is here. On our way to Victoria, some unexpected weather has rolled in. Got a double reef in the jib. The tide is not in our favor either. Whoa! Just keeps building. Boat's handling really well though. So we feel safe and everything. It's not comfortable, and it's freaking cold and windy. We're looking forward to getting to our anchorage. Oh, those are the biggest waves we've seen. Yeah, those are massive. So yeah, we left Sidney Spit and hit that weather like in this section right here, just as these waves were coming in, kind of in this direction. We fought our way down and around this point, and we thought that we were going to anchor. We actually did anchor in this bay, but the swell was still making it in from this. This is a big body of water. This is the Strait of Juan de Fuca. So we were just kind of being assaulted by this swell coming in. So we picked up our anchor and then made it a little further to Oak Harbor Marina. And we spent the night there. And then the next morning, under nice, sunny, calm conditions, we made the final leg to Victoria.
Rolling into Victoria. This is the biggest city we've come into port. We're going to stay at the causeway right in front of the Empress Hotel. Nice and sunny today. Yesterday was nasty. I can't believe this is the same Juan de Fuca out there. We were seeing like 8-foot swells last night. Now it's just calm, only 5 to 6 knots of wind. We're gonna check out Victoria, meet up with some family. There's the Empress Hotel. We're gonna dock right in front of it.
This is pretty neat. We have primo parking here in Victoria. There's the Empress Hotel. I guess it's super famous. And right there is the Parliament Building. We're like right downtown. There's also like big old boats here, hanging out with the best of them. Not long after we got to Victoria, family showed up and we set out exploring the town. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers! Cheers!
That was really fun hanging out with family and exploring Victoria with them. Unfortunately, they had to go home, but we decided to spend a couple extra days, and we actually spent Canadian Thanksgiving in Victoria.
Okay, we're here in Victoria on Thanksgiving Day. So we're gonna meet up with some friends. I baked some rolls. We're gonna meet up with them over on their boat.
We're hanging out with Lake Scourgeon tonight. There's Jenny in there. A fun evening in Victoria here. Okay, that about does it for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate that. Please join us next time as we finish the final legs of our journey back to our home port of Anacortes. So thank you again for watching and see you next time. Cheers. And in closing, here's a moment of Zen, courtesy of Sidney Spit.